Want to talk about Injustice?
Yes, because I want to know what's happened to my characters and stuff like that. So before we even get started with the whole Injustice 2 patch, just give me overall thoughts. Too much, too little, just enough?
I really like it.
Yeah?
I really like it overall, man. I'm very happy that they seem not to have gone overboard in almost any instance. Like, there are maybe a couple that are a little bit too much. Let me bring up the old patch notes here.
Okay. So someone wrote down what they talked about there,
correct.
Basically. Got it. Okay.
So, I guess, like, on the stream, they started off with Swamp Thing and Aquaman. Let's talk about Aquaman. Probably the biggest individual change that I think that they mentioned, like, for anybody, certainly in the nerf department, is that now when he does From the Deep, meter burning it does not launch the opponent.
Really?
Yeah. That's gigantic.
It just gets a second hit, basically.
He hits, and then that's it. That's huge, dude, because that means that was his big damage starter.
Yeah.
Up close, right? Hit confirm into meter burn, ding, big damage. It was also the way he got a lot of damage from afar. So it's like, from up close, from afar, he got setups after it. You were worried about getting hit by From the Deep, like anywhere, because you knew it was big damage, or Aquaman could move into whatever position he wanted. Not anymore. So that's probably the biggest individual change.
Right. Because he got when you did even from a full screen away, when you did From the Deep meter burn and then just spear, that thing did a lot.
You could throw the thing, right? Yeah.
It did a lot of damage.
It did.
So you were really scared to move a lot of the times in the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, dude, I was playing yesterday. I even did like cat dash at him when I expected him to do it, but that thing tracks. So it caught me right next to him, and then he got a back 3, and then I got to die, and I was really mad.
I mean, he's clearly very good, right? So I get that they wanted to nerf him a little bit. I do. The rest of this I'll talk about, I am cool with. I like a lot of the patch. This is one thing that I think is probably not necessary. I still feel Aquaman will be good, but necessary? I don't really think so. On top of that, damage reduced otherwise. The Trident Rush deals less damage, so it means that it builds less chip, but also less meter building, because that's tied to how much damage something does. Okay. So that's worse. And then also the back 1-2-3 string, where he pressures you and he was advantaged on it. Now it's a little bit not advantaged.
Okay.
So, like, those changes are understandable. I don't know if meter burn From the Deep needs to be nerfed like that.
So that all it does now is just get him one extra hit of damage, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, what if you were the one developing the game, and in lieu of that, what would you have changed with Aquaman?
I probably just would have made it so that Trident Rush probably would have done the same thing about Trident Rush, or maybe that it doesn't move as far forward as it currently does. I don't even know if I would have changed anything else. Maybe a little bit of less damage in general. But, yeah. Nothing big.
From your opinion, though, after seeing all of EVO and all that stuff like that, do you feel like Aquaman's the best character in the game?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
But it's still up in the air, basically.
Yeah, some people think Catwoman, some people think Adam. So I don't know. Speaking of Catwoman, do you know what happened to her yet?
I heard...
She got her butt kicked!
Yes, I heard that the second half of Cat Dash doesn't have armor anymore.
Yeah, Meter Burn Cat Dash is not armored.
That's kind of rough, because that hurts her against the zoners, which I felt like did really well against her already.
Yeah. Wait, really?
Yeah.
You think she loses the zoners?
I felt like she had trouble getting in on some of them. The meter burn Cat Dash just fixed everything from that. So
a lot of people think she like 7-3'd most of the zoning characters.
Really?
Yeah.
Because like I can't beat Aquaman to save my life.
Yeah, a lot of people think she blew him up.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong then. Okay.
Yeah. Jump 2. The big old jump whip. It's now angled like a little bit more up, not as down. So, like, it still has good range and stuff, but, like, you can't... It's not as easy to time as you're jumping forward. So, that's cool. It's, like, a little bit worse. Not that much worse. Back 3, which ducks under everything, now has a little bit more recovery on whiff. So she has to like make sure it's placed well.
Yeah. Okay. Because you can
that's
get away with that a lot just
Right.
by whiffing in someone's face and then blocking. And
for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Not really anymore. It has less knockback on block, so she can get pressured afterwards because she's not a plus.
Right.
A little bit less.
Which is actually kind of good though, because that will tempt people to try to hit her, which means she can armor back 3 right afterwards and blow people up.
Very possible.
Because I used to do back 3, armor back 3, and people would be scared to do stuff because they're so far away.
Sure.
So I almost think that's kind of good.
Okay, all right, interesting. I like the perspective. Her character power, the scratches, it's no longer an invincible wake up.
Okay.
Only
okay.
DP.
Okay.
Because that was just like a safe option.
Yeah.
Right. So she doesn't have safe wake up anymore.
Right.
So a little bit worse in the mid range.
Doesn't seem
Worse
like
wake
it's
up.
that bad.
No, it's just not that bad. It's not that bad.
It seems like it's pretty reasonable. Like the armored cat dash thing makes me sad, but
yeah.
But you know.
She's a good one.
She's still gonna
She's
be
a good
super
one.
good.
So it's more like you gotta take a bet on when the opponent's gonna zone rather than like and get it preemptively rather than like
exactly.
armor through it. So Atrocitus using the cat now drains its meter a little bit more. A little bit, right? So like now you have like a little bit less time to spit, a little bit less time to shield.
It's like an Akuma V trigger where you throw fireballs, it'll drain a chunk now.
Exactly.
Ryu V trigger.
Yeah, it drains a little bit more.
Okay.
And then his raw string 4-2-2-3. Now if you do 4-2-2-3 into the spit, it used to be a true block string and it was safe on block, but now you can actually duck underneath the vomit.
Oh, really?
And so if he does it, then you can like down to him or whatever into the sky.
Okay,
but if he just does 4-2-2 spit, that is still safe.
Wait, so what does the 3 do? Is it
The 3 is an overhead.
Oh.
So once you get into the 3, then you're doing the overhead or low lift. The 4-2-2 is just a couple of mids, right? So what they're basically making it is that you can keep yourself safe if you just want to do 4-2-2 mid into safe spit.
Right.
You're not taking any risks. But then once you bring out the overhead or low game,
then you're
there's an extra layer of you can be busted for it.
Well, I mean, it's interesting. How did they fix that? So 4-2-2 in the spit, you can't crouch under the spit. If
it's just because 4-2-2-3, there's a little bit less block stun on the 3. And the
spit, so it doesn't lock you.
The spit is a high.
Right, okay.
So you can just duck under the high because you're not in permanent block stun anymore.
Got it. Okay. It's. I think it's the Tekken, what they call jailing you, basically, right? So, like, if you block 1-2, before when you block the overhead and the spit, you were stuck in standing, and so you had to block it, but now you can crouch in between. Got it.
You got it.
Okay.
As far as other top tier characters, probably top tiers, Batman, when he does the Batarang and meter burns it, right, he had a ton of frame advantage. Like, he could do dash, like, he had a ton of pressure for it. Dash into forward 3, whatever. Now, if he dashes in afterwards, they're neutral. He and the opponent are neutral.
Really?
So he still gets a free dash. Like, he's still pretty advantaged there. But it's not like it was before.
And if he does it point blank and he doesn't need to dash, then he has all the advantage,
do stuff.
Right? It's just not a free way to get in anymore,
For sure.
right? Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Then apparently damage scaling a little bit with how the bats work, but they weren't super clear on that. So maybe trait usage makes the follow-up combo a little bit less damaging. That's fine.
They didn't change jump 2?
No, they were very clear that they wanted strong things to stay strong. And that is a strong thing. And they wanted to stay strong. I like it.
Did you see the video of the jump 1 that he had as well?
Yes, the knee.
Yeah.
Yep. That jump 2 is super good. That's one of the better jump-in attacks in like any grounded 2D fighter ever.
That thing was like all of Sakura's jump attacks all tied together.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. But still there. But keep in mind, I mean, it's a game where everybody has an armored option. Like, everybody has meter burn, back through, to deal with it. A lot of characters can, if he does like a high jump 2 at the range where it beats little Santaires, if you do like a low poke underneath it, you can get under it. It's like there's there's things to do. It's not perfect, so.
Like, that was like the one thing I was like, this needs to be fixed. And
it was Injustice 1 and almost the same way, so they're cool with it.
Okay. Well, shout outs to them. I mean, I like their conviction.
Me too.
I like their conviction.
Me too.
I will applaud their conviction and cry my bat tears on the side. But
yeah, man. Batman jump medium, amazing.
God.
Red Hood, a little bit less frame advantage after he does the lunge, so it sounds like not a lot there. Superman, when he does the wake up rise and grab, that was minus 11, and on whiff, that thing recovered. It was like Ken
Dude, it was
Super.
so hard to punish.
It was like ST Ken Super.
It's so hard
right?
to punish.
Right?
I got him to whiff. I didn't even block it.
I know.
And it whiffed, and I'm like, punch. He's like, block. I was like,
know.
Is there any delay?
There's like a couple of frames, but it's going to be more. It's going to be more. Okay. And then the flying punch he has, the sort of like,
yeah,
right?
That's the overhead on the meter
burn overhead.
Right? Yeah.
That's going to be a high, so you can duck under it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do they both work as wake-ups?
Yes.
For him?
Although, yeah, but they both have invincibility. But the flying punch has a lot of startups, so you can actually hit after the invincibility wears off. Okay. But still, he had excellent wake-up. He had some of the best wake-up for sure.
Okay.
And now he doesn't. His damage is a little bit less in some other ways, but like the super good things like zoning with lasers is still really good.
Yeah.
His damage is a little bit less, but still going to be really good. The forward 2 footsies, super good still.
I got bodied by his zoning because like I'm trying to crouch under the lasers, and then he would do the beam meter burn, and I'd get hit, and so I'd stand up to block the laser because all the animation looks the same when he starts up.
You're right.
I couldn't tell which one he was doing.
I hear you.
And so I'm gonna have to figure out how to deal with that.
Typically, when you block one of his lasers, you get a free dash.
Right.
But,
Oh, so even if you block like the straight laser, it might actually be okay to block it and dash as opposed to try to crouch under it and move.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
There's quite a bit of startup on it.
Good to know.
And then I think that's Deadshot, another like maybe he's top tier character. His down one is 1 frame slower.
Okay.
Some of his combo string, you know the kind of annoying thing he has where he's like he does like the little low, or he does the overhead, right? And they're both basically safe,
right?
And they start up at basically the same. Doesn't
he have a string
frame.
That's low overhead?
Yes, he does.
Right.
He has a low overhead, and he also has an overhead starter. So a lot of people will do like the back. I think it's back one or string. And stagger it, and then do the overhead, or then maybe it's like low overhead, or maybe it's just overhead, or whatever.
Right, yeah.
It's super annoying. So they nerfed that a little bit. They made it a little bit less safe. So it's not punishable, but it's like you don't get like free staggers anymore. Okay. But his zoning is the same, they say.
Okay.
So like strong is strong. But they're cool with that.
I actually felt like his zoning, like I feel like I could fight Deadshot better than I could even fight Superman when he was doing that stupid laser stuff. Like, it's interesting.
I'm with you. I don't really think Deadshot is top tier, but
the only thing that I felt like Deadshot had that was really good was the rifle meter burn.
Super good.
But then he just spends all that meter all day, right?
And so maybe, a lot of damage.
Maybe the weakness is that maybe the problem is that he does build meter really fast, but. For some reason, I felt like I could handle that more than I can handle Superman.
I think that's reasonable. Yeah.
But, Black Adam, you have not mentioned the Black Adam. Yeah.
The Atom. Right. So damage reduction in a lot of different ways.
Okay.
And they showed a combo that typically does like 550, I think. Mm-hmm. Now it did like 415. Something like that.
That's a big change.
It is.
That's a big nerf.
It is, but it's still 40%.
Yeah, right? But like that's still better than 50%.
Yeah, oh no, dude.
Yeah,
it's definitely a nerf, but he's the same guy.
Right.
The black magic he has, right, which like causes the little magic around your head. You get stunned. He gets to dash up from really far and get a full combo. Right. Now he only gets that full combo on meter burn.
Okay.
So he's got to spend the bar.
Okay.
So he's the same dude with the exception that he deals big damage, but it's in line with some of the other characters,
right?
Rather than being like
it's
singularly
not like,
huge.
Hi, I'm Black Adam, and you died because I touched you once.
Yeah.
And
he has to spend meter a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that seems
quite
fair to
reasonable,
me.
right?
That seems super fair to me. I mean, although I still stand by this that you can never use tournament results as a measure of quality of character. There was no solo Black Adam in top 8 at Evo.
Indeed.
Right? But again, like I said, there was also no Balrog, Lauras, or Urians in top 8 at Evo either, and I don't think that's an indication, to be honest.
I hear you. I'm definitely with you on that. So those are the characters people think are basically top tier.
What about the low tier?
Yeah.
Was that what you were about to do?
Let's talk about them.
Yeah, okay. Swamp Thing, right?
Let's talk about the Swamp Thing. I really like their change. It's
cool.
So basically, his trait had a lot of startup before the action. So he puts flowers out, and they deal damage over time, and you can't jump if you're on them. But like, how often does that matter? You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to him, right? He has to come to you. So who cares about the flowers? Right. So what they changed was that now if he is in his own trait and he does a far command grab and it connects, he now has armor. So what that means is that as he's tossing the vines over to you, he doesn't have armor. But what often happened to him was that he would do the vine, a zoner would throw a fireball, he would grab, and then the projectile would hit him.
So he didn't turn invincible when...
No.
Okay.
He would be hit out of his command grab before. So his like far call out,
right?
Super slow, and it's duckable. It's a big call out,
right?
It would just get nullified,
right?
So now if he's standing in his trait, he gets armor once he connects with the grab. So his call out matters. So
here's the thing.
That's such a good change.
That's so interesting to me because, like, to me, I just feel like that's a bug. Like, he should just be invincible as soon as his command grab connects. But I like
nobody is.
Oh, nobody is.
Nobody has invincibility like that.
Okay. So I think that's a creative way.
I really like it.
I think that's kind of neat.
I really like it. They also made it so that his trait startup is much faster.
Okay.
Like, he used to like go like this, and he'd be like, trait. And then he would like start walking. But now it's just like, and he gets to go back and do his stuff. So I think that was about it. Let's see. Oh, and his character power used to go away after doing certain things. Like if you did the trait, it follows him when he walks around. He like plants trees on the ground or whatever. But if you did certain strings, then it would not follow him because like he moved too fast or something.
Oh, weird.
I don't know.
Okay.
But now that's not the case anymore. So he gets to spread it around a little bit more easily.
Nice. Okay.
Also, all the big characters, all the big bodies have more health, and they didn't say how much, but like
interesting.
They just are making it so like he can get in a little bit more easily.
Right.
He can control a little bit better. It's not anything big.
Right.
And there's like very particular things that ways to use the changes, but I really like it.
Okay. Sorry to go back to kind of the high tier characters, but what happened to Scarecrow?
He's on the big list of nothing happened at all.
Oh, really?
Yep.
They didn't change anything?
Nothing.
That's cool.
I totally agree.
So, I mean, that just shows that they were willing to not just make changes for change's sake.
Dude, there's a bunch of characters like that.
Okay.
I'll get to that in a sec. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Flash, some of his mid-range options were made better. So, like, Running Man into the 2 follow-up is safe on block, and he also has the I don't remember the name of it. I think it's back forward 2, where he, like, runs at you really fast and he does some punches. That is faster, so it's a better whiff punisher.
Okay.
But the damage scaling was increased when he's doing trait combos, when he does the custom combos. So a little bit better mid-range, maybe a little bit less damage, but it's like they didn't need big changes, is basically what they think. So I think that's pretty cool. Gorilla Grodd, when he does the Stampede, he does more damage. When he is doing Psionic Push and Savage Strength. So when he has his trait on, he can turn on like armor against any projectile. He can just like walk through it. That takes place immediately now, like almost immediately. There's not like a startup really anymore. So that's cool.
What about that weird not infinite?
It turned out he had an actual infinite.
Right.
And it's gone.
Oh, okay, so they fixed
You can do a few loops of it still, but they say they're basically gone after that.
Okay.
Cheetah, some of her strings are now safe on block instead of being punishable, and her like low overhead, I think it is now actually plus on block.
I thought she was super good.
I think she's pretty good too. I don't know, but I don't really see how that goes.
I thought she was already considered like top 10.
Most people don't.
Oh, really? Okay,
some people did. Some people did. So we'll see.
Oh boy. Okay.
Poison Ivy, her down 2 uppercut is a little bit better, so a little bit anti-air, a little bit better anti-air, a little bit faster.
I know some people don't think she's very good right now.
Yeah, I think she's not good.
So is that all they did to improve her?
Less damage scaling on drill combos.
Okay.
Fine drill. Okay. So pretty minimal. Supergirl does a little bit more damage, and her important string that's back 1, 2, 3 the like mid, low, mid. I think it's mid after that. I don't know. Whatever. Now it's safe on block. It used to be very punishable.
Oh, okay.
So her important mid-range tool is better. Let's see, Dr. Fate, a little bit more damage in some combos, especially ones that use a lot of his resources. And his glyph, the sort of like wake up, he moves backwards thing. Right. It's a little bit less negative.
Huh. Interesting.
So it's safer, basically. So better on wake up, and a lot of people use it in mid-range too.
Right.
Just to like push them backwards. Now
like
he can
as
get more
anticipating them jumping, they'll just catch him.
Or like, have you seen him do like this, then this, the like forward two, like move? He like moves forward with an elbow, and he pushes you away. That push is now safe.
Okay. So. I see on the list there Wonder Woman. I know she was a character that a lot of people considered not very good.
Yeah.
So what happened with?
So now,
Diana?
When she does her shield toss on the ground, when she meter burned it before, she would get combos. But from the air, no. Now she will.
Okay.
So she does air shield toss, meter burn.
Slash.
She'll get combos. But again, it's like not always. You have to be very close to the ground when you're doing the toss. You can't be far away from them. So it's like not some perfect option, but it's a little bit better. Her forward 2-3 is now safe. So she basically back 2-3. Back 2-3. So she basically has safe overhead low games.
Okay.
Is what that means.
Okay.
And she also has less recovery on her trait when she powers up.
Okay.
Like nothing big. You know what I mean? But enough that she probably is significantly better.
Yeah, people have to realize too. We've talked about this a lot of times with patches that small things add up.
Small things add up.
Small things add up a lot.
Definitely.
And so, I mean, look. Akuma, for example, in Season 2 to 2.1 or whatever that other patch is called. We need an official name for that patch, by the way. But, like, he gained 25 health, and then he won Evo.
Right? Like, and there were definitely some rounds in there that were very close.
Yeah,
that really could have lost previously. So, yeah, no, it matters. One character that I think got big buffs is Black Canary. So she has the little knee string, the like knee, then she does a follow up. That's actually plus on block now. She had a lot of problems before in that a lot of her strings were unsafe.
Right.
So now her string 1-1-2, which is a really important hit confirm string, is advantaged on block.
Right.
Plus on block.
And I'm assuming the first one is a high anyway, like everybody else, right? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. And there's a grab follow-up there that was previously not a grab, but now it's actually a command grab.
Oh, really?
So if she's doing the 1-1-2, if she wants to, she can make a bet that you're going to sit there still, and she's actually going to get a command grab.
Okay.
But she's safe on block anyway, so if she doesn't do the command grab. And her back 1-2, which is the like low sweep, right? That is also safe on block.
Okay.
So basically, she's the same from mid-range and from far away, but once she gets in, like...
she has better options.
Safer, stronger options. I already thought she had super good options. I don't know. I feel like this one's a risk. But, all right, we'll see.
I can just picture PR Wrong already being so happy.
Yeah, man, he put the perfect picture up of him with Black Canary. You know, when she wins a game, she like goes, like this with her face towards the screen, and she's screaming. It's his face on there with his big old smiley face. It was so sick.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Captain Cold, Frostfield activates faster. The big old, you're freezing when you're standing in it thing.
Yeah, okay.
His hitboxes are a little bit better. He has a better anti-air. And when he meter burns the wall and shoves the wall, before he could get shot by a far projectile in between, even though it's supposed to clear out projectiles.
Right, yeah.
Now he'll clear out projectiles better.
Okay.
Robin got some better hitboxes. Basically, like, his stuff just works better. He has his, like, swoop, where he, like, does the air approach thing. It has been sped up, and it's less likely to miss. His forward 3 can do, it can, like, has a close version and a far version. So if you hold back while doing it, you won't go very far forward. If you hold forward, you'll go very far forward.
Okay.
So he just has, like, some quality of life stuff. Nothing major.
I hate that character.
You don't like him?
Oh god, he's my demon right now.
Demon?
I can't beat that character.
Oh yeah, alright.
You know the reason why is because I can't tell the difference between any of his moves. They all look the damn same, and I actually went into training mode and like memorized the whole thing. Yeah. And so basically, I just learned high, low, high. High, low, high. High, block high, then low, then high.
Right. And
you'll always be fine unless you see him do swing, swing. If you see double swing, then stay low. That's it. Outside of that, you should be able to block all of the strings. So,
sounds right to me.
Character drives me nuts. It's down 2 reaches like for 10 years. And he gets full combos off of it.
Yeah, it's good.
Even at max range. I hate that character.
It's good.
I hate that character.
He doesn't suck for sure. Like, you don't make top 8 at EVO when you suck. You just... I'm not saying you're a great character if you make top 8 at EVO, but you don't suck. That's for darn sure. Bane has higher defense, higher HP. A lot of the big characters do. He does more damage on buttons. He does more damage when he meter burns special moves. And his stand 1, which is his best punishing tool starter, was slow. It was like one of the slowest stand 1s. Now it's a little bit faster.
By the way, with Robin, if he cancels into the move where he runs through you and attacks you, does that actually cross up? Or does he attack you from the front? I forget.
The one where he slices at you after he runs and slices and it's cancelable. I don't think it crosses up.
Okay. So you can just block normal all day.
Pretty sure I haven't seen it cross up.
Okay.
In any case, you just block low because it's not a...
Just hold down. Yeah, of course. That's true too, yeah.
Alright, and then Brainiac. I already thought this guy was crazy. I already thought he was really good. I know everybody thinks I'm crazy, I get it, fine. But he does more damage, and now his trait doesn't go away if he's holding it and he gets hit. So he calls trait, right? And whenever he wants to, he lets go of the button, and now he has a little drone that follows near the ground, right? Or he has one that's high up that comes and drops a bomb.
Right.
Before, if he got hit, he would lose that trait. He wouldn't be able to hold on to it anymore. Now he can hold on to it even if he gets knocked down. So, yeah, I know. So he can do,
He can combo break himself?
Well, not exactly, because when you hit him, they go away. Once it's actually on screen.
Oh, okay. But you said he can hold it even after being knocked down.
Yes, you can hold it. Once he actually lets it go, and you hit him, it goes away.
Okay.
Unless the bomb has already been dropped from the high one, then it's there.
Yeah. Okay.
But he can do, wake up, let it go, now he's safe on block, because he did wake up, and the thing is there, and now he gets a mix-up, because he has advantage.
So, in other words, he can't let it go while he's being hit or anything like that.
He can't let it go while being hit, no.
Yeah, or lying on the ground.
Right.
He has to do, wake up, let go.
Right.
But since he's already charged it before he got hit, okay.
So it basically just makes it so that his... It used to be that, he would call it from full screen and get zoned. Deadshot would shoot him, and now it's gone.
I just cat dashed him. That was a free EX cat dash every single time, yeah.
But now, nope. Now he maintains it, so I'm basically very scared of that. I feel like that pretty much makes it so that he gets to do whatever he wants in a lot of situations. I don't know, man. I already felt like he did, but okay, we'll see how that goes. So those are all the characters that they talked about. And I didn't mention everybody, and that's because the following characters have no changes at all. Sub-Zero, Cyborg, Green Lantern, Harley, Joker, Green Arrow, Blue Beetle, Firestorm, Darkseid, and Scarecrow.
Wait, okay. One, cool. No changes to Harley. I'm down with that.
Yeah, she's the same.
2, no changes to Firestorm.
I think he's bad, but nobody else thinks he's bad, basically. So I might just be wrong about that. But a lot of people think Cyborg is butt, and there he is on the list of characters with no changes. So I respect that, because maybe there's something that everybody's missing.
NRS is just probably God, why hasn't anyone used this? Why hasn't anyone used this yet?
That's very possible.
Right.
Very possible. I don't know. We'll see.
I like how in the chat, literally 2 lines in a row is Firestorm is bad and Firestorm is underrated.
That's the perfect encapsulation.
Yeah.
A lot of people think Joker's bad. But there he is on the list of characters without changes.
He was used in CEO Top 8.
He was. I don't think he was that bad, but I didn't think he was great either. We'll see how that stuff goes. Some people think Blue Beetle is high tier. Some people think that he is bottom tier. Not sure. Okay. But we'll see. And I really like that they're just letting it happen.
Yeah.
And, you know, if it turns out that,
so different than what they used to
different.
do. And before, because it really did feel like they made changes just to make changes, right? So the fact that they're doing this and really looking into it, I think, is really nurturing the esports environment for Injustice 2 really, really well. It's exciting to me.
I'm so happy.
Because, like, honestly, like, I've dabbled in Harley Quinn. Obviously, I don't know her very well. But if you ask me what she needed to be changed, I would say I don't know. Because I think she's fine.
Yeah.
Right? So, and the fact that they didn't change anything, I think, is great.
I'm totally with you. There are a couple things that I would have liked to see for Scarecrow, but he didn't absolutely need anything.
Right.
He didn't need any changes. And I think it's fine that they thought that they didn't need to change anything. If it's only on a need basis, he didn't need anything.
Right.
So there you go. Some people think that Darkseid is top tier, and they made small changes at least to everybody else who is top tier.
Right.
But not to Darkseid. So I think they just believe that like he's not top tier, or like.
So the only thing that scares me about Darkseid is just that low that he can do from the air, the stomp.
Yeah, that's really good.
Annoys the hell out of me.
I mean, it is really good.
Because he just like jumps at you, and then while you're getting up, it just drops, and you're like,
wow, I thought that was going to be an overhead.
Yeah,
but it's not. It is minus enough that you just get. It's like back 3 punishable. Right. Whatever you want is super punishable. So,
but even when he does like jump attack into stomp, like because it's such a fast cancel, like the switch. Because I was fighting against the Sub-Zero that would do jump attack into slide. And, like, the time that you had to switch between high block and low block is so fast. Weird. Like, I would just, like, block, and then he would just slide. And I'd be like, what the hell? You know?
Funky.
And so Darkseid, I felt like, was the same way with that, but even faster.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's really, really good. Yeah. But, no, I guess they were cool with it. Okay. So, we'll see how that stuff all works out. In general, I'm totally with you. I'm very happy that they have been hands-off until now. And I'm very happy that they didn't change that many characters. That's a good chunk of the cast.
Yeah.
They didn't get any.
That's, what was it, 10 characters I counted out?
Cyborg, Sub-Zero, Green Lantern, Harley Quinn, Joker, Green Arrow, Blue Beetle, Firestorm, Darkseid, Scarecrow. Nothing. And
frankly, some of the other characters have like one bullet point.
Right, one thing, or it's like, hitboxes are a little bit more dependable now, or it's like there's a 10% damage nerf. Like, it's not big. That's why I am a little bit confused about From the Deep for Aquaman not launching anymore on Meterburn, because was that a necessary change? I don't really think so. I guess we'll see. But the fact that they didn't change many characters at all, and that they were so hands off with many of the rest, I feel like that's not really a good. It's not congruous really with not launching on From Deep. But,
I feel like they should have just made the meter burner From the Deep just like scale the damage really heavily.
That would have been
something
reasonable.
Like that,
yeah.
You know, so then he can just do all the same things. The results are different, right? So.
Right. Yeah. But even still, I don't think Aquaman is going to be a weak character.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know that we'll see him very often in top 8s, because nobody likes that character. Nobody is an Aquaman fan as like a character, right? And then his game plan, nobody wants to do that.
Okay.
I haven't met anybody.
I mean,
literally anybody.
You like zoning, right? So you don't get it.
It's not zoning, really. It's like you're standing there. You hope that somebody runs into something. Nobody likes him. Even like Dragon, right? He won Evo mostly with Aquaman. He'd rather play Ivy.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's no the Aquamans from before, like that. No, they're not. Now they're playing Sub-Zero. Like they've already switched because nobody likes him. So I don't know that we'll see him, just because if he's not like a clear top tier character, why bother?
Right. Okay. So there's.
But I do think he's still going to be good.
I don't think there's going to be those Aquaman fans out there going, "I'm going to stick with my man Aquaman."
Maybe a couple of them, but come on, nobody likes that guy.
All right. Well,
even Dragon was complaining on Twitter because he doesn't like the nerfs. I get that. But if he had his choice, would you want to play Poison Ivy, she's top tier, or would you play Aquaman? Same character. For sure he says Poison Ivy.
Right, yeah.
For sure. Mm-hmm. For sure. So.
Okay, question.
All right.
Date.
Oh, not sure. They were not clear.
Is it going to come out with Starfire?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
They said it's not going to be this week. There's Defend the North coming up, and it's not going to be for that.
Okay.
They said soon afterward, and they expect that the patch notes will be out. Not the patch, but patch notes.
Right.
Either end of this week or start of next.
Okay. Interesting. Is there a date on Starfire?
I think next month, but I don't recall exactly.
Okay. Yeah, some people are saying Starfire's next month. What do you think of Starfire?
I don't really care about her. She looks boring.
Dude, I think she has the most visually appealing special move in all of Injustice history.
Okay.
Which is where she's just that big spinning thing.
Ooh,
where
that is
she's
cool.
just like that. Like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, this is what
you're right.
Injustice should... This is what the moves should look like in this game. And I had a bunch of people like, dude, I watched the trailer like 3 times just because of that move.
Okay.
Like, I just think that the biggest... So, like, I was trying to talk to my best friends at Vegas, and he's a big DC guy, so he loves Injustice, and so he's just like, I think the characters look fine. I think they attack like how they should. Like, I don't think Black Canary and Catwoman's moves look the same or whatever like that and everything. And I realize what it is. It's not just it's the kind of moves. It's every move looks too human.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Every move looks like it's a human doing the move. This is a comic book. Like, why is Catwoman Fireball whip this instead of flip whip? You know what I mean? Like, why doesn't she spin around whip like this?
Okay,
you know what I
right,
mean? You know, stuff like that. Like the dynamicness, the stretching. In that article, I always quote about the Darkstalkers, how they talked about the principles of animation, and how, like, stretching is such an important thing, and, like, anticipation and stuff like that. That Starfire move, as soon as I saw that move, I was like, whoa! Like, it just stood, it popped out of the trailer to me.
Oh, I'm with you.
I was like, holy crap, that thing looks amazing. So.
Well, I think that's a good point. I meant that I think she's boring from a gameplay perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know that much about her, but it looks to me like she basically has an amalgamation of like Dr. Fate or Projectile, and then like Flash, Pound, and like I don't know, there's a couple of other characters put together. So I'm not that excited from that angle, but I think that is a good point about and you know that's part of why I like Scarecrow so much is that he doesn't look like a human.
Yeah, and everything is
he's
big
like he's a weirdo.
flailing.
He's a weird monster, and they get to do whatever. Like he headbutts around. He like does a lot of weird, like moving all weird, like thrashing. You know, like,
Scarecrow's like the best looking character in the game, practically.
100%.
So,
for sure.
So for sure, he feels the most fighting games ish. You know what I mean? So, yeah. The Darkstalkers article. Just look up anything by Art Eater, and then do like 12 principles of animation, Darkstalkers, and if you see a link to a site called Art Eater, that's him right there. So. It was really cool because I linked it, and he actually responded to me on Twitter. It was actually cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, really happy.
Another thing is that when you do a meter burn roll, it used to be that like when special moves went through a meter burn roll, they would act like they were hit for some purposes. Like an example is Superman would do a laser, and he can't meter burn it unless he touches with the laser. But if he did a laser through a roll, he could cancel into the meter burn version. Just like it's probably just a glitch.
Right. Forward meter burn, right? Dash roll, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Through meter burn roll. So now meter burn rolls are basically like invisible for the game's purposes, is what they said. So.
Also,
and interactables nerfed a little bit.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, like some of the things had super fast cooldowns.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
A little bit longer cooldowns now.
Okay.
Nothing major.
I forgot there was like that Batman thing where you could just sit there and like shoot lasers and then like throw batarangs and lasers.
Yeah.
Or somebody was like super zoning man of death like next to one of the interactables.
There's a couple, for sure.
By the way, and again, this is just my noobness from Injustice. How do you do the air flip? What is the input for air flip?
Back or up plus meter burn.
Oh, back and meter burn, huh? Because I swear sometimes I'm mashing meter burn and it like doesn't.
You have to. It's back or up. You can't. It's not neutral meter burn.
Because I thought I was holding back. Okay.
Well, there are some things that it doesn't work on.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, it has to be at the apex of your jump, of your reel or later.
Gotcha.
And it can't be after, like, meter burn back 3.
Okay.
And some special moves just don't allow it.
Right,
so.
and I know it requires 2 bars as well.
2 bars.
Because, right now, I mean, I just played a ton of Injustice yesterday. I started finally getting a little more, like, accustomed with it, but, man... input detection in that game just drives me nuts. So I found out why I'm having so much trouble with cat stance. Like, it's not even a down-down code. It's literally any of the 3 downs with another direction in the middle of it, and then that down direction again. So you don't even have to go to neutral. I can literally hold offensive crouch and do a wiggle, and cat stance will come out. As long as I go to down, down, forward, down, that works. I can hold down, back, and do down, down, back, down, and that will trigger the cat stance. You know, things like that. It's really weird. So I was getting cat stance in the middle of combos, and I was like, I'm not even going to neutral. I've never let go of a down. You know, stuff like that.
I don't know, man.
God, the inputs detection in this game is like...
I agree. It's not great. And they made it better. Yeah. It's not great.
And they didn't fix the tiger knee thing, too, but I guess that they didn't want to fix that.
No, it's always been like that, even since MK9. Yeah, right. You also cannot mash the flip out.
Oh, really?
So, like, once you do it, there's some number of frames where you can't do it after that.
Is that the same with the push block and also with the challenge?
It's not with Clash. Clash you can just mash.
Okay.
For sure. But push block, you have to do it when you're actually in block stun.
Right.
But that's the only thing. I think you can mash it. I don't know. I guess I'd never have mashed it,
I have the meter, and then I block this stupid Trident Rush, and I hit forward and meter burn, and then I get hit.
Yeah.
It happens to me a lot.
There are definitely some frames in there where if you hold forward and you're not yet in push block, like there's like a very tight window.
Okay.
Where holding forward is going to get you hit unless you have already basically pushed block. So.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. I've never really matched push block, so I can't tell you. Anyway, that's it for the Injustice patch. At least for what we know now. Overall, I'm very happy.
Dude, it sounds great.
I'm really glad that they let it ride as long as they did.
Yeah. And they're still letting it ride.
Because
honestly, the changes don't sound huge. Like you said, that From the Deep one might be the only one that feels like it's a huge change.
Yeah.
Although the armor on the Catwoman thing, I think, is kind of...
that's big. That's
kind of big, but... if she can fight zoners just well and it's just me that sucks, then that's fine. Because I thought that was like one of her only recourses of getting in, but obviously I just don't know how to use the character properly.
Yeah, she just has really good movement, walk speed, dashing, jump 2 is awesome. Although that'll be a little bit worse too. Anyway, she's still going to be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Cool. No, I'm happy with that. That sounds great. That sounds wonderful, actually. So...
excellent. You want to take a break?
Yeah, let's take a break, and when we come back, we will be talking about some Abigail.
The big boy.
All right, be right back,
guys. Abigail!